Hi ladies, it's Monique with Boundaries for Women, here to remind you that you're worthy of love and respect. And this is week 4 of Momentum Monday, and this is the last week in January I'm doing this. So I just wanted to check in with you and see how it's been going this month, this first month of a new year. If you feel like you've been on the right track with your boundaries, if you feel like you've been really practicing self-care and self-respect, maybe more than in the months before. And just want to talk a little bit about if you're still in the process of even, figuring out how to set boundaries. Just want to talk a little bit about some things to expect when you set boundaries and, what could happen, what could come up. So one of the first things when you go to set boundaries is you may have a lot of self-doubt and you may have a lot of things come up for you that cause you to question whether it's actually okay for you to set the boundary. And that can be exacerbated by another person or another situation that tries to make you feel guilty for setting boundaries. So if that comes up and someone is trying to make you feel bad for taking care of yourself, just step back into yourself for a second and ask yourself if you are doing something to be malicious and purposely hurt somebody by setting a boundary. And probably you're not. And so clearly you're not doing anything wrong. And you taking care of yourself is not wrong. You taking care of yourself is healthy. And you doing what you need for your own mental, emotional, physical health is not wrong. It is healthy. And so when someone tries to do that, just know that's one of the things that could come up. Someone trying to make you feel guilty for taking care of yourself, especially if a pattern has been set and someone's used to a certain kind of, pattern, like where this is just the way things always go. So now this person is like, whoa, what's going on? When you're setting a new pattern with somebody that's where you've been in an unhealthy situation or it's toxic, when you first start to change things, it's not going to be comfortable, and it might not be comfortable for quite some time. So I know that's not probably very motivating, but just so you know up front, it's not going to be comfortable. And there's going to probably be pushback. And you may be met with anger. Always, if anything starts to get violent, immediately call somebody or call the police. Don't ever allow yourself to be physically threatened if you feel afraid. Or leave, or just do what you need to be safe. But if it's not at that level, you can expect pushback of somebody being mad at you, angry at you, accusing you, trying to make you feel selfish, even though it's usually the other person that's being selfish, but they will try to project that onto you. Let's see, a couple other things. Sulking. Yes, trying to give you the silent treatment, try to, guilt trip you by not talking to you or ignoring you or that's also emotional abuse, by the way, silent treatment. And, but yeah, these little things that can be done as a reaction to you, taking care of yourself, which basically, ultimately what that is it's you taking back control over yourself. And when somebody's been controlling you with manipulation, with guilt, with obligation, and they start to notice that you're starting to have control over your own life, they're not going to be happy about that. So, but just know that their response, however they're responding, it's not to remind you that it's not a good idea that you're setting boundaries. It's actually confirmation that you need to be setting boundaries and that this boundary is necessary. Because if that person was a healthy person and this relationship and this way of relating was healthy, there wouldn't be a need for the boundary because there would already be healthy relating in place. And so the very fact that you're getting that kind of pushback is the confirmation that you're doing the right thing for you, to take care of yourself. So, and let that remind you, of how important it is that you do that you take care of yourself, that you keep a boundary in place, and that you just, it will be hard, but to drone out and to siphon out that voice that is coming from the other person, or that response, and just keep coming back to that this is what you need to do for you. So I hope you find that helpful, and let me know how it goes, and I wish you a wonderful week. Bye.